Yasu Malagedo. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Viagra. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the podcast has come down to this. I've talked about actors lately, and you know what? I thought I'd mix it up. Talk about something that's, well, a lot of people don't like to talk about. It's a tricky subject for some people. Some people want to admit that they take it, some people don't. A lot of people just want to let it be. But, ladies and gentlemen, I've always said you can't solve the problem unless you talk about it. Now, me personally, I don't need Viagra at this point in my life. I really don't. But have I taken it before? The point is, a lot of people have. And it's a tricky subject. This magical blue pill, no. Not the peanut M&M that we've all grown very fond of. A little depressed at times, but he is pretty delicious. Pause. Now, a lot of people think to themselves, they won't have to take Viagra. They'll never need it. But you know what? You never know what you need unless, well, you need it. But if you take this pill, it will make your penis go. And if you don't take this pill, and if you desperately need to, exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, more for the gentlemen, let's get into this subject and let's find out why Viagra is so important. And as always, I'd like to go to Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, because I am cheap as fuck and I'm not paying for anything. I don't care. We're still fighting COVID. We got to save some money, so fuck it. Now, I tried to Wikipedia Viagra, couldn't find anything. Then all of a sudden, I just realized something. I just realized how stupid I am. Obviously, it's not called Viagra. I mean, it is, but I mean, the scientific term is actually called sildenafil. So, yeah, you learn something new every day. Sold under the brand name Viagra, among others, is a medication used to treat erectile dysfunction and pulmonary arterial hypertension. It is unclear if it is effective for treating sexual dysfunction in women. It is taken by mouth or by injection into the vein. Onset is typical within 20 minutes and lasts for about 2 hours. I mean, you see, women have it so easy. I mean, in this case, I'm just saying, I don't want to get into shit. But, guys, we got to worry about this shit all the time, Let's say if we eat a big meal, afterwards, it's like, yeah. See, I'll be honest with you guys. I love to have sex and then eat, because then you build up an appetite, you get to chill out after. I don't know. That's just me. I'm old school. But the point is, inject it into the vein. Holy fuck. I got some rock star shit. But yeah, holy fuck. But the point is, guys, it's a simple little pill. You take it, 20 minutes later, you will rise. Something will happen. Obviously, it's happened before, but now it's just, it's more chemical. That's all. There's got to be side effects. Yeah, here we go. Common side effects include headaches, heartburn, and flushed skin. Caution is advised in those with cardiovascular disease. Rare but serious side effects include prolonged erection, which is also called priapism. That sounds cooler. That can lead to damage to the penis, vision problems, and hearing loss. I mean, is it worth losing your hearing to fuck? I mean, I don't know. Like, is it worth losing your vision as well, or damage to your penis too? I mean, fuck me, man. Holy cow. Yeah, it's a good point I brought up. I mean, you'd rather just fuck yourself than, go through all this shit. I mean, but yeah, wow. What is this? Sildenafil should not be taken by people on nitritis something, such as nitroglycerin, glycerin trinitrat. I don't know what any of this shit means, as this may result in a serious drop in blood pressure. Yeah, so if you got high blood pressure, you're fucked. You can't take Viagra. I mean, you shouldn't anyway, but I'm sure people do. People don't care. People don't want to get the COVID shot. I mean, what does that tell you? Sildenafil should not be taken within 4 hours of taking an alpha-1 agnoxis. Which I don't know what the fuck that is. Guys, you got to do your own research here. I don't know. I can't do everything for you. I'm assuming it's probably like another medication or something. So, yeah, I mean, obviously you shouldn't mix shit together or else, your heart's just going to blow up anyway, it shouldn't be all about your dick blowing up too. Just, fuck, is it worth it? I mean, let's keep going here. I'm just going to call it Viagra. I don't like this name. Sildenafil. I don't know. It sounds similar to something else. I don't know. You know what it is. Acts by blocking phosphatidylserase. Fuck, I can't read for shit. 5, PDE5. Yeah, it's better. An enzyme that promotes breakdown of CGMP, which regulates blood flow to the penis. It requires sexual arousal. However, to work, it also results in dilation of the blood vessels in the lungs. Okay, so they're basically saying, when you take this pill, obviously it'll get you hard, but, you got to be fully erect. You got to, basically you got to be, fully willing to go here. You got to be sexually aroused, I don't know. See a nice ass, pair of tits, whatever. I mean, you need something to, jumpstart your engine. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Sorry, I was just thinking of a funny thing that happened in health class in school. Back in the day, I remember this one guy, during gym class, you got to take health class, whatever, too. A lot of people just skipped it, whatever. I just took it because, I don't know, I didn't have to sweat and, people see my saggy tits jump up and down. But anyways, yeah, the one kid asked, I don't know, they're talking about, the teacher's talking about, erections and all that, whatever the fuck. And the guy goes, sir, I'm just curious, what makes it hard? And the guy's like, excuse me? And we're all just laughing because, I don't know, this guy's, fucking out of it, I guess. But what makes it hard? He was very persistent, and we're all just laughing. Our asses off, and I don't know. I had another buddy that I don't know. They had to put a condom on a banana. I mean, this is how desperate we were back in the day, guys. I mean, the internet was there, but nobody really gave a fuck yet. And then he had to go up there. He had to put a condom on a banana, and then even before he did that, he saw the banana and he jerked it off in front of everyone. He laughed. We all laughed. It was very funny. But the point is, there's nothing funny about not getting a boner. Okay, so, it's going to happen to all of us. Doesn't matter a certain age, or it could be a psychological thing, whatever. But there's a pill for this. So let's move on here. A condom on a banana. Fuck me. The education system definitely failed me. Anyways, Pfizer originally discovered the medication in 1989 while looking for a treatment of heart-related chest pain. It was approved for medical use in the United States and in the European Union in 1998. In 2017, it was the 217th most commonly prescribed medication in the United States, with more than 2 million prescriptions. In 2017, it became available as a generic medication after final patents by Pfizer expired. Which means they lost a lot of money. But then again, they made up for it for COVID, and that's a whole fucking thing. In the United Kingdom, it is available over the counter. Most of the active pharmaceutical ingredient, API, in sildenafil, aka Viagra, sildenafil citrate, is produced in Pfizer's Rigaskiddy, there's no way I said that right, Complex County Cork, which is Pfizer's largest production facility outside of the United States. There you go, guys. Yeah. No, that sucks. Yeah, because that's why you hear all these other companies like Cialis and what's it called? Blue Chew, which I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The first time I heard it, the guy said it so fast, I thought he said Blue Jew, but I was like, all right. So yeah, I don't know. Now they made Viagra into like a gum, I guess. Yeah, it's still expensive though. I've done my research, and apparently, one pill could cost up to $20, which is pretty crazy. So, yeah. Like times weren't hard enough. Sorry, pun. Sexual dysfunction. What? The primary indication, now I got your attention, of Viagra is treatment of erectile dysfunction, inability to sustain a satisfactory erection to complete. I'm sorry, I'm very immature at heart here, guys. We're all gonna have some laughs here. Don't worry. Sexual intercourse. Its use is now one of the standard treatments for erectile dysfunction, including for men with diabetes. So there you go. I mean, listen. How much do we love sugar? How much do we love sex? I mean, do we love sugar more than sex? I don't think so. Antidepressant-associated sexual dysfunction. Tentative evidence suggests that Viagra may help men who experience antidepressant-induced erectile dysfunction. Okay, so they're saying, basically, if it's a physical thing with you and you need the pill, that's cool. But if you're, depressed or just bored going through your dad's dresser, but yeah, okay, so it's not only just a physical thing, it could be a psychological thing. So that's important. I mean, you never know. Sometimes, there's times where you don't feel like getting it up. I remember I was watching the 70s show one time, and Kelso was named Ashton Kutcher there, I like to call myself the difference. Fuck. I still can't believe you said that. But anyways, jeez. Yeah, so his character, like, I know it's a TV show, guys. I don't know. I can't think of anything else. I'm bored. So anyways, he couldn't get it up, and, he's with, a lot of good-looking women. And, I think it was a psychological thing. He couldn't, because he just didn't want to. He had feelings for, what's her name? Mila Kunis. I mean, who didn't? But, yeah, and then he hugged her at one point. Then all of a sudden, whoop, cha-ching. That's it. Boner achieved, so, yeah. Sometimes your dick does not want to get hard, guys. I know, I hear you. It's like, what? And yeah, So, you gotta, do some soul searching yourself. Again, guys, I can't help you. I'm only just reading the facts here on Wikipedia, because Wikipedia is very reliable. And, so find out what's going on in your head. Find out, what's going on upstairs. If, I don't know, past girlfriends, angry parents, an uncle that won't stop looking at you at barbecue, family functions, it just like whatever's keeping you from getting a boner. Just, really dive deep into that, and I don't know, see what happens. Maybe you'll surprise yourself. Who knows? I don't care. Pulmonary hypertension. While Viagra improves some markers of disease in people with pulmonary arterial hypertension, it does not appear to affect the risk of death or serious side effects. Okay, so basically what they're saying is there's no proof that it's got some permanent damage on your system. That's good. All right, okay, so, obviously consult a doctor, but I don't know, I wouldn't pop them like M&Ms either. Raynaud's phenomenon. Viagra and other PDE5 inhibitors are used off-label to alleviate vasospasm and treat severe ischemia, and ulcers in fingers and toes for people with secondary Raynaud's phenomenon. Cool name. These drugs have moderate efficiency for reducing the frequency and duration of vasospastic episodes. As of 2016, their role more generally in Raynaud's was not clear. After reading this, I don't know what this means either, but I don't know what the hell's a Raynaud's phenomenon here. Oh wow, look at that! Oh Jesus, wow. Okay, so you got kind of oh wow, you got like one side that looks Irish and the other side looks really Irish. Yeah, so okay, it's a skin condition. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, fuck, we didn't have enough shit to worry about taking this little pill. High altitude pulmonary edema. Viagra has been studied for high altitude pulmonary edema, but its use is currently not recommended for that indication. Okay. What the hell is this? Okay, it's also known as HAP. HAPE is a life-threatening form of non-cardiogenic pulmonary edema that occurs in otherwise healthy people at altitudes typically above 2,500 meters. Okay, so I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, if you live in Colorado, I guess, maybe take half a pill, I guess, Again, I'm just making jokes here. I have no idea what this means. So, if you're at a high altitude, I don't know, if you're like George of the Jungle or like the fly planes like Sully, or I don't know, if you're an astronaut, just, take it easy. That's all. It might affect you differently. I don't know. I've heard stories where people smoke weed in Colorado and the high hits them like way quicker. So yeah, the altitude could, it's the same shit. Let's see. Adverse effects. In clinical trials, the most common adverse effects of Viagra used include headaches, flushing, indigestion, nasal congestion, and impaired vision, including photophobia and blurred vision. Now, a lot of people are wondering why I read that the second time. I'll explain later. So yeah, of course there's going to be side effects, guys. You're taking a pill to, get yourself hard. I mean, obviously something's going to affect your system for sure. But then again, it depends on the person. You don't know. But is it worth it though? Is it really worth it? I mean, there's risk in everything. What are you going to do, guys? But I don't know. Some people just like to take it for fun here. It even says here, recreational use. Viagra's popularity with young adults has increased over the years. The word Viagra is widely recognized in popular culture, and the drug's association with treatment erectile dysfunction has led to its recreational use. The reasons behind such use include the belief that the drug increases libido, improves sexual performance, or permanently increases penis size. Studies on the effect of Viagra when used recreationally are limited, but suggest it has little effect when used by those not suffering from erectile dysfunction. In one study, A 25 milligram dose was shown to cause no significant change in erectile quality. It did reduce the post-ejaculatory refractory time. This study also noted a significant placebo effect in the control group. Now, for those of you who don't know what a placebo is, it's whatever the fuck you want it to be, okay? I'll give you a pill. I'll tell you it makes you really happy. You take it, then all of a sudden you feel happy. I just gave you a Skittle. That's it. So, again, it's a mental thing, guys. It really is. If you're a younger guy and you're thinking, I can't get it up, or I don't feel like getting it up, chances are you probably don't. And there's probably a reason why. Okay? I remember the scene actually right in the beginning of This Is 40. Okay? Paul Rudd, who doesn't seem to age. I don't know what's going on there. He's in his 50s. Does he take Viagra? I don't know. Who knows? He never talks about his life, so who the fuck knows? He's still killing it, though, as Ant-Man. So the point is, does Ant-Man need Viagra? I don't. Probably not, But in this one scene in the beginning there, when he's having sex with his wife, he's fucking her in the shower from behind. And, as they're fucking, he just says, wow, I can't believe this actually works. This is, it's pretty awesome. So, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to play the scene. It's one of the funnier scenes in the movie. So here we go.
Oh, this is awesome. Oh my God, so incredible. You want a secret? I took my Viagra. What? This is awesome. Why aren't I using this every day?
Wait, stop. Stop.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? You just took a Viagra to have sex with me.
Well, I thought it would make it better. It was better. It takes some of the pressure off.
Because you can't get hard without a Viagra? Is it because you don't think I'm sexy?
I thought you'd think it was fun for me to supersize it for once.
That is the worst birthday present you could ever give someone.
I was just trying to go turbo for your birthday. My hard-ons are still in analog. This shit's digital.
I don't want a turbo penis. I like your medium soft one.
Look, I can get it up. Just not that far up. Come on, you were like...
Forget it.
Damn it, baby, come on. All right, you know what? I'll be honest with you. Lately, my penis hasn't been getting as hard as it used to, all right? And it's kind of freaked me out. I don't know whether or not it's because I'm getting older or I'm losing testosterone.
No, it's what I told you. Your artery to your heart is clogged because you eat so much junk food and you have high cholesterol, and that is directly related to your penis vein.
My penis vein? Where'd you get my penis vein?
There was a whole Dr. Oz about it.
Cholesterol's not clogging my penis vein. Maybe I can't get a hard-on fully because, I keep my phone in my front pocket and it's radiating my balls. I'll give you that. That makes sense.
Where'd you even get it from?
A very safe and reputable pharmacia.
Mexico.
Look at this. You want that to go to waste? Looks like a plant trying to reach the sun.
Okay, well, I'll do it for 10 minutes, but you have to figure out what to do with the other 4 hours.
I forgot how funny that scene was. I mean, I don't know where to begin. Okay. First of all, I'm just going to say this. I fucking hate shower sex. And I'm not just saying this because I'm, a bigger guy, but it just, I don't like it. I don't know. I mean, you have to fuck standing up. It just, I don't know. It's a pain in the ass. It's too much water. The point is, so maybe it's not the best time to take a Viagra, when it's your spouse's birthday and like he's just laying it down there. Like maybe it is because of cholesterol. Maybe a lot of it is in his head, a lot of he's got a lot of shit on his mind. I mean, will Ant-Man 3 be better than Ant-Man 2, hopefully? I don't know. I'm just, who knows? But yeah, this is a very, very good scene. And, it explains a lot of what, guys go through. And again, from the female perspective as well. Like, a female will think, oh shit, like we're taking it because, like maybe they're going to think we don't find them attractive anymore. And they're going to put the spin on it that, we're the dicks and we're just trying to, find something better for our dick. And, it starts a whole fucking World War III. And, it sucks, man, not in the good way. And it's not, so there's a lot to consider, and I don't know, like, would you get a Viagra from Mexico? I don't, again, I love Mexicans, but, so you got to be, like, you really got to think this one through. You got to think to yourself, okay, in the end, is it worth it? You're still getting the hard on, in your 50s. That's good. The amount of cupcakes and sweets he does eat in this movie, it could be affecting it. Who knows? But yeah, so it's just something to think about, guys. I'm just putting ideas out there. That's all, I mean, do you really need it? Do you really need it? Like even before I talked about like it just becoming a trend all of a sudden, and I don't know, kids think, first of all, if you think you're going to take any pill, it doesn't matter if it's a Viagra or some shit you found at a counter at a 7-Eleven. If you think something magical is going to happen, you eat something and your dick is just going to become like a combination of Tommy Lee and John Sally. Like you got another thing coming. It's not going to happen, okay? Coming. Seriously, just, your dick is the way it is. Whatever, maybe lose a couple pounds, the dick will look bigger, shave your shit, it'll look like a good baby's arm on some days if you're lucky. I'm just, whatever. A lot of it is just in your head. That's all I'm saying. Classic scene, good movie. When Albert Brooks says you can't outplay a Jew card, that's why it's called a Jew card. That's the best scene in the movie. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Anyways, that was a lot. Okay, jet lag research. Okay, well, yeah, why not? In 2007, LG Nobel Prize in Aviation went to Patricia V. Agostino. There you go. Santiago A. Plano and Diego A. Glomobek of Universidad Nacional de Quilmes. Okay. Guys, keep in mind, I'm from Canada, so like my second language was not Mexican or Spanish. We had to learn French. I don't remember anything except je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils ont, elles ont. I don't know. I still have no fucking idea what to do with that. Argentina for their discovery. Argentina, my bad, sorry. It seems like a cool country. I'd like to go there one day. That Viagra helps treat jet lag recovery in hamsters. Okay, so that's a pretty useless fact. I don't know, unless you're Richard Gere, who cares? It says sports, professional athletes have been documented using Viagra, believing the opening of their blood vessel will enrich their muscles. Ugh, God. In turn, they believe it will enhance their performance. Yeah, with a cheerleader, but there's no way people are this stupid. I mean, fuck. Analogs. Forget it. Acetyldenafil and other synthetic structural analogs of Viagra, which are PDE5 inhibitors, have been found as adulterants in the number of herbal aphrodisiac products sold over the counter. I mean, are oysters that expensive? Like, we can't just buy those instead? Okay. These analogs have not undergone any of the rigorous testing that drugs like Viagra have passed, and thus have unknown side effects profiles. No shit. Some attempts have been made to ban these drugs, but progress has been slow so far, as even those jurisdictions that have laws targeting designer drugs. The laws are drafted to ban analogs of illegal drugs of abuse. Yeah, good job so far, guys. Rather than analogs of prescription medicines. However, at least one court case has resulted in a product being taken off the market. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, has banned numerous products claiming to be Eurycoma longifolia. Fuck. First of all, I can't even say it. Not long would I fucking take something I can't even speak. In fact, contain only analogs of Viagra. Sellers such as fake herbals typical respond by just changing their names of their products. Okay, so basically what I got from this is one of two things. Either you're taking another placebo or, basically, a lot of times people buy Coke and it's been stepped on many times, mixed with baking powder, baby soda. I don't know which one. I'm on the level. And so they just, put a little bit in there just to say it's there. Okay, so, I get it. Everyone's trying to make a buck. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know, is it worth for people hearts exploding? It's bad enough that the fentanyl is out there, fucking killing everybody. Recently I found out that Michael K. Williams, his drugs were laced with that shit. So, I hope all those guys busted for killing him get a very long time in jail, get exactly what they deserve. But anyways, guys, you got to be careful what's out there. So again, if you are going to take Viagra, basically what I'm trying to say here is get it over the counter. If the person is not wearing a white coat, chances are they're not legit. So, and even if they are, if it's like made of fur, don't buy it from them. Just, go to a drug mart, drugstore, whatever. Some store that contains the word drug and, just go from there. Play it safe. That's all. Mechanism of action. This is a lot of mumbo jumbo. This is just this bores me even reading it, so I'm just gonna skip this part. But what is it made of? So it says here the chemical shit here that's in here. A lot of words that I can't say. Methylation, hydrolylus, nitration, carboxamine, reduction of nitro group. It sounds delicious. Acylation, silicization, sulfonation, condensation. Okay, well, worst case scenario, you feel that, just turn on your wipers. Sorry. But yeah, fuck. I mean, I guess it's like reading the back of a chocolate bar, I guess, it's got all this shit, like you don't even know what it is, but, does it do the trick? Is it tasty? Sure, so, but again, you should know what's going on, like in your body, like what you're actually taking in, and, I don't know, like anything else out there, there seems to be a lot of counterfeits, so, it's funny, they got a whole bag, wow, that's a big bag of Viagra. Holy shit. That is, that officer is going to have a fun weekend. It says here in the U.S., even though Viagra is available only by prescription from a doctor, bullshit, it was advertised directly to consumers on TV, famously being endorsed by former United States Senator Bob Dole and football star Pele. No shit. I mean, yeah, Bob Dole. I don't know. That guy, I mean, I love when Norm Macdonald made fun of him, rest in peace. But, I can see him needing Viagra. Pele, that, I don't know, that throws me off a bit, I'm just, I don't know, maybe too much Gatorade over the years. I don't know. Who knows? But, Hey man, a buck's a buck. Actually, I heard a rumor years ago that apparently they asked Simon Cowell, who's known for American Idol and I don't know, what's the other one where they push the buzzer? I don't know, some other shit. He's also known for having sex with his best friend's wife and getting her pregnant. These are facts. Actually, Viagra offered him $1 million to endorse it, and he said no. So it gives you an idea, like how, first of all, how desperate they are to find people to admit that they will need Viagra or just to endorse it. But yeah, it's $1 million, man. I mean, think about it. Like, would you do that? You know, like for $1 million? You know, just say, hey, you know, obviously you're gonna get a lot of shit. Then you know, taxes half, that's gone. But you know, I don't know. Is it worth it? I don't know. I mean, worst case scenario, you have a lot of money, so you can, you know, like buy Viagra. You know, because after the depression you feel after that, you're definitely gonna need it. So. Numerous sites on the internet offer Viagra for sale after an online consultation, often a simple web questionnaire. The Viagra name has become so well known that many fake aphrodisiacs now call themselves herbal Viagra or are presented as blue tablets imitating the shape and color of Pfizer's product. Viagra is also informally known as vitamin V, that's funny, the blue pill, that's classic, or blue diamond. Fuck. If it gets to be that expensive, fuck it. As well as various other nicknames. In 2000, Viagra sales accounted for 92% of the global market for prescribed erectile dysfunction pills. By 2007, Viagra's global share had plunged to about 50% due to several factors, including the entry of Cialis and Levitra. I forgot about that one too. I don't know, they all sound like superheroes. Along with several counterfeits and clones, and reports of vision loss in people taking PDE5 inhibitors. In 2008, FDA forced Pfizer to remove Viva Cruiser, an advergame for Viagra. What? From appearing on Forbes.com after the game failed to disclose risk information about the drug. Wow. Get the fuck. Come on. Seriously? All right. Hold on. I gotta look this shit up. Hold on. An advergame is a form of advertising in video games in which the video game is developed by or in close collaboration with a corporate entity for purposes of advertising a brand name product. There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't sick of, pop cans being very much in visual like scenes in like movies and TV shows and that, just wait till you watch a scene, someone's watching TV and there's just some random blue pills just sitting on the table. I mean, they could be mint, you don't know, but yeah, that's pretty funny. In February 2007, it was announced that Boots, the UK pharmacy chain, would try over-the-counter sales of Viagra in stores in Manchester, England. Men between the ages of 30 and 65 would be eligible to buy 4 tablets after a consultation with a pharmacist. In 2017, the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, MHRA, enacted legislation that expanded this nationwide, allowing the particular branded formulation of Viagra, 50-gram tablets, whatever, to be sold over the counter and without a prescription throughout the UK from early 2018. While the sale remains subject to a consultation with a pharmacist, other restrictions from trial have been removed, allowing customers over the age of 18 to purchase an unlimited number of pills. The decision was made in part to reduce online sales of counterfeit and potentially dangerous erectile dysfunction treatments. Oh, geez. Hold on. And this is a good idea. On May 6, 2013, Pfizer, which manufactures Viagra, told the Associated Press they will begin selling the drug directly to people on its website. Pfizer's patents on Viagra expired outside the U.S. in 2012. In the U.S., they were set to expire, but Pfizer settled litigation with each of Mylan and Teva, which agreed that both companies could introduce generics in the U.S. on December 11, 2017. In December 2017, Pfizer released its own generic version of Viagra. As of 2018, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has approved 15 drug manufacturers to market generic Viagra in the United States. 7 of these companies are based in India. This likely to lead to dramatic price reductions. Okay. That's, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just saying, in the end, you really gotta use your head on this one. Again, pardon the pun, but, I wouldn't buy this shit in an alleyway, or, it's not like buying shrooms, not that I have. I grew them once. I'll explain that story later. The point is, again, someone's wearing a white coat, you talk to them, they're wearing glasses, so you assume they're smart. They could tell you more about this. They know what's going on. So all I'm saying is, again, guys, just, please make sure that you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. And I talked about the cost here. My God. It says here in the United States, Viagra is available as a generic drug in the United States, labeled for pulmonary arterial hypertension. Sorry, guys. I'm just stretching my shit out here. Okay. Okay. Oh, God. Moving on. As of 2016, branded pills cost about 50 times more than generic ones. In the United States, as of 2015, the branded 50 milligram pill cost is between $25.17 and $37.88. Fuck. You know what? I'd rather just go to sleep. In the United States, Pfizer received 2 patents for Viagra. One for its indication to treat cardiovascular disease, marked as Rivatio, and another for its indication to treat erectile dysfunction, marketed as, obviously, Viagra. The substance is the same under both trade names. Oof, there's a bonus. In 1992, Pfizer filed a patent covering for substance Viagra and its use to treat cardiovascular disease. This would be marketed as Rivatio. The patent was published in 1993 and expired in 2012. The patent on Rivatio, indicated for pulmonary arterial hypertension rather than erectile dysfunction, expired in late 2012. Generic versions of this low-dose form of Viagra have been available in the U.S. from a number of manufacturers, including Greenstone, Mylan, and Watson. Since early 2013, healthcare providers may prescribe generic Viagra for erectile dysfunction. However, the generic is not available in the same dosage as branded Viagra. So using dosages typically required for treating ED requires patients to take multiple pills. In 1994, Pfizer filed a patent covering the use of sildenafil. I'll just go back to that. to treat erectile dysfunction. This would be marketed as Viagra. This patent was published in 2012 and will expire in 2019. It's been 3 years now. Teva sued have the latter patent invalidated, but Pfizer prevailed in an August 2011 federal district court case. An agreement with Pfizer allowed Teva to begin to provide the generic drug in December 2017. All right, so everybody's eating and then getting hard-ons. So that's it, guys. I mean, that seems to be the main history of good old Viagra. You know, obviously when people make, something called, the screen thing that they copied off of Demolition Man, the iPad, obviously other people are going to try their own little thing, it's just one of those things you're going to have to just put up with. So, again, you want quality, you just go to the source, go to the drugstore, get a good brand name. That's just my recommendation. That's all, I mean, like why drink Colt Cola when you can drink Coca-Cola or Pepsi or, it's up to you. It doesn't matter. Is Colt still around? I don't even know. But, yeah. What about Tab? Anyways, yeah. So just be careful, guys. That's all. Do your research. Don't listen to me. I'm just a dickhead that has like 2 views on SoundCloud, listing all my stupid facts and insecurities on here. So, but at the same time, I think Wikipedia knows what they're talking about. But hey, you gotta, just do your research. That's all, You go on YouTube here, they got all these different people talking about, do this or eat these foods and, you don't need Viagra. And, YouTube is never wrong. And, again, just, do your research. Actually go to the drugstore. It requires you actually not being in front of your phone or computer and, actually, giving a shit about your life. And, seeing what you should take, and not take something, that is from somewhere else and your dick will explode. So just keep that in mind. That's all. And now on to a more serious topic. I tried to remember a lot of classic scenes in movies where they took Viagra, and This is 40. That was obviously a very good scene. Found one website here called edrugstore.com. There you go. So I think we all know what the E stands for. But yeah, it mentions the scene in Road Trip where the old guy got the boner, and then I thought it was funny when he was walking, and then like he knocked over the statue with his dick. But see, again, I think they're wrong here because I don't remember him taking a Viagra. I don't think so. I don't, but then again, wait, later on, oh shit, you know what? I just realized something. He smokes weed with the dude outside, and he says, yeah, the Viagra's got my heart pumping. So, yeah. Okay, so he did take a Viagra. Okay, yeah, so technically it is a Viagra scene. Yeah, my bad. Okay, there you go. Okay. But what if he took the Viagra, like, later on? You know what I mean? Like, I'm reading way too much into this. There's no point. I Think I Love My Wife, which is a movie with Chris Rock. If you've never heard of it, don't worry about it. Chris Rock is more known for his stand-up, not his movies. I love Chris, don't get me wrong. He's in my top 5 of all time. But, movies, I don't know. Just watch him in Dogma and top 5. You'll be happy. Yeah, so I don't know. And this is like one of my, things that I fear in the future, because eventually, I'll probably end up taking Viagra, no worries there, I don't have a problem with that, but like, again, because the price, this is the shit that scares, the shit out of me, is that I'm going to take a Viagra, and then, like, I'm going to go into the room, and then, hey, you ready for some loving, and, because that's what I call, pregame, and, I'm going to be like, let's do this, and then she's just passed out in the bed. She's just asleep, and I don't know, wasted, was it $27 to $38? I mean, that's not cool, man. I mean, minimum wage is, it's a little higher these days, but it's still, I don't, no, it's not for me. And then afterwards, he can't get it down. He's got to get a big needle in his dick. And that happened to me once when I got a circumcision. I've already told that story on my circumcision podcast, so I'm not going through that shit again. I told people I'm never going to tell that story to people. I ended up telling it to 30 people, then making a podcast about it. So teach his own. But just all I'm going to say is this, ladies, if you're with a guy, maybe he'll surprise you and not tell you about the Viagra. If he does, then that's his fucking fault. He's screwed. But if he's taking a Viagra, you got to stay awake, at least for, like 10 minutes, just, give us something, it's like what, $3 a minute. So yeah, give us something. Thank you. Then after we can watch Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah, it's cool. Scary Movie 4. Well, if you don't like Scary Movie 3, you're not going to like Scary Movie 4. But yeah, it's a funny scene, I guess, with Charlie Sheen. And I don't know, if Charlie Sheen was only addicted to Viagra, I mean, he wouldn't have lost out on $2 million per episode. Fuck me. I mean, holy shit. I still can't believe that, man. I mean, John Lovitz had the best joke on the Charlie Sheen roast. He goes, how much cocaine did Charlie Sheen do? Enough to kill 2.5 men. That's great. But yeah, I don't know. It's Charlie Sheen, man. What are you gonna do? I mean, if you're not used to this shit by now. But anyways, he was supposed to take maybe some Tylenol or aspirin or some shit. I don't know. And then he takes a shit ton of Viagra, and he's got a fucking boner the size of a fucking oak tree in spring. I don't know. The jokes aren't as good anymore, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just. I don't know. I'm tired. I don't know. There's if you take a Viagra, does it increase your sense of humor? No? Okay. How great would that be? Anyways, so he takes the thing, big boner. He falls out the window. He lands on his boner. I think the boner landed on the cat that he threw out the window that was wrestling with his penis. I mean, if you're not used to the silliness of these movies, I don't know. I can't help you. Yeah, and then Anchorman. Okay, so this one I think I got him. Okay, so I remember in this movie he did get a boner. Yeah, he's like, she's pointing with her fingers down, and then Ron's like, downstairs. Mr. Burgundy, you have a massive erection. Oh, really? Oh. So, again, this was based on what, the 70s? Yeah, and then part 2 is 80s, and yeah, they didn't have Viagra back then. So, yeah, I think, yeah, that's just all Ron, man. I mean, Ron Burgundy does not need Viagra, and if he did, it would be a very different movie. So, yeah, shame on you, E-Drugstore. But one of the funnier scenes, maybe the funniest scene of all time, that involving a boner. Not the movie Tomcats from 2001 that nobody remembers. They took a bunch of Viagra, put it in a champagne bottle. They fucked with everybody there. It's, yeah, whatever. Yeah, 40-Year-Old Virgin. Funniest scene, for sure. Now, yeah, I assume if you never jack off or had sex, yeah, you're gonna get crazy boners at 40 for sure. It's just gonna, there's no. That's just a depressing life. But yeah, so at one point, he's got the boner. He calls the number, which, by the way, Viagra does provide. If you do have a hard on for more than 4 hours, you give him a call or whatever. I don't know if they still do that, but I assume it's part of the process. I mean, you're paying almost $30 a pill. So, I mean, fuck it. They got to give us something back here. So yeah, he calls the number and tells him, look, I never actually took your pills, but what do I do if I got the erection? On the other line is actually Judd Apatow, who was in charge of this movie, obviously. Awesome guy. And just tells him, okay, maybe you can light a match and put it on your wrist, whatever, so the pain will distract you or whatever, or you try whacking off. He can't whack off. It's a whole thing with this guy. I don't know. But yeah, so,
Take your finger and flick your testicle. And if you do that till it hurts, your erection will go.
All right.
It sounds unpleasant, and it is. It is a trick we use in India.
Okay, well, those are all good pieces of advice. I really appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate your business. Oh, no, we didn't get your business.
No, not this time. I guess I didn't need you this time. Thank you.
I don't know what's funnier, like him just walking later with the boner, or Judd Apatow trying to do an Indian accent. A good movie though. I'm not gonna lie, very very funny. I saw the unrated version. I don't know if that makes a difference, but yeah. So yeah, that's a nice service they provide, right? But yeah, very funny scene. So yeah. Viagra, it's out there. People know what it is. They make a joke out of it. What are you going to do? One funny thing I do want to say is I was looking up things on YouTube here, and it's pretty much the same things I found here, but there's actually a rock group called the Viagra Boys. I shit you not. And they have a song called Girls and Boys. So I'm assuming the song is more directed towards the boys. But yeah, it's not a bad song. I'm not going to lie. I'm being serious. It's not bad. The singer, he just kind of, well, he's not really singing. I don't know. He just kind of like speaks. Like he'll just say, hey, say, it's kind of like listening to like Prince singing Ghostbusters. Freeze. And then there's a saxophone player in the background. He's good, but doesn't mesh well with the song. I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah. So again, everyone's just gonna take advantage of the whole Viagra thing, and it's what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's it. I don't know. You can't get a boner, take a Viagra. Fuck, I don't know. You guys are grown. I don't know. I don't have to tell you all this shit. And that's pretty much it. I got nothing else to say. Oh yeah, there's one thing. Sorry, the one time when I took Viagra. Yeah, we got a few minutes, right? Yeah, sure. So yes, I did take it once. Well, technically, I took it twice because it came in a package of 2. But why waste it, right? So basically, this is what happened. So I go to the doctor's one day, for something completely different, I just got sick, whatever, and when you go to the doctor, you go there, like, first of all, when you sit in the doctor's office, like, if you don't, like, you're sick going there, but you're definitely going to be sicker leaving, because you don't know if they clean these chairs and whatever, especially during these times, who knows? I mean, this is before COVID, whatever, but still, you're like, what the fuck? I mean, you never know. But anyways, they got you waiting there for a bit, right? And then when they call you, you got to go in the other room, and then they take your blood pressure or whatever. Do you feel this and this and this? You talk to one of the nurses there. You're fine. Then you go back into the outer room, and then they're ready for you. And then you go into another room, and then like he's not there yet. So, this is just fucking, I don't know. It's like an endurance at this point. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel I'm owed something. I mean, you used to go to the doctors when you were a kid. You get candy. Now they can't do that anymore because I guess it's a legal thing or something, and I don't know, whatever. But I miss red suckers. But the point is, remember those mints that they used to have too? Those are good too. But too many mints, I don't know. I guess it's, I don't know, packs on the pounds. The point is, guys, I get a little antsy. You know what I mean? I start walking around the room, and because sometimes I've waited there like, 20, 30 minutes and, something to fucking do. So I start snooping. I'm not gonna lie. I start looking through drawers. I start looking through cabinets, and I'll be honest with you. I usually take a couple cotton swabs, some of those alcohol pads there, whatever. Because I don't know. Sometimes I go to a drugstore, and rubbing alcohol should not be this much. And you buy a thing of rubbing alcohol, and it'll last you like 14 years, but I don't know. It's one of those things you don't feel like paying for. It's like when you go to a fast food restaurant, you just stock up on straws. So, so I'm just looking around, and then I see a little box, and I'm thinking to myself, "What is this?" You see a bunch of napkins and fucking big ass popsicle sticks, with no popsicles, which to a fat guy is just a tease. And I grab the box, and it says Viagra. And of course, before this, I've obviously heard of Viagra, and I was always like kind of curious to try it too. I was like, okay, well, I've heard the stories. You have to actually not be able to get an erection or for it to actually work. I had a buddy of mine who said he took it, and he said it worked. He said he got boners before, so I'm like, all right. Back then you really didn't ask a lot of questions. Now everyone, is way more open, way too more open. But anyways, so I'm like, all right, fuck it. Let me just see this, and I'm just reading the thing here, and it says here, it's Viagra. It's 50 milligrams. I'm like, okay, cool. It shows a picture of a guy, which I'm assuming it's a guy. Judging by the hair, it could be Doc Brown. I'm not sure, but which would make sense. Because he's older, and he's just on top of the mountain here. He's got the one knee up, and he's got his arms out, and yeah, he seems pretty happy. One false move, he's dead. But whatever. Teach his own. And so I'm like, all right, let me just check this out. Let me read this, and it says here. Indication for use, treatment of erectile dysfunction, adult dose, 50 milligrams, 1 tablet, approximately 1 hour prior to sexual activity. Usual dosage range, 25 to 100 milligrams, as prescribed. Maximum recommended dosing frequency, 1 dose per day. See information for patients for detailed information. There you go. Just the address, and your dick might explode. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's got the websites. Yeah, because I'm sure they don't track that. And I said, fuck it. I'm going to take it. I don't care. I waited way too long in this office so many times. And like right after I took it, he like came in there. Like he didn't suspect anything. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Perfect crime. So I sat on these pills for a very long time because I thought to myself, I would like to try one day just for shits and gigs, see if my friend is actually, right, if he knows what he's talking about. I didn't take it for a while because, you'd hear the stories, again, I thought for a while I had like high blood pressure, and probably back in the day I did because, at one point I was like 340, but, nowadays I'm more anywhere between 225 to 230. Thank you for the applause. So, I'm like, okay, like, should I take it? Is something bad going to happen? Whatever. And, like all the times when I talked to my doctor after that, I was always like, throw just, subtle questions, just, like, hey, how's it going? How's your life? How are your patients? Hey doc, I'm just curious, if you take Viagra, can I take it? Just random things, just go with the flow conversation, and eventually I gathered up enough clues, and I think it was okay for me to actually take it. Because I'm a type of guy, like, I don't do drugs. I smoke weed, but I'm Canadian. That's not a drug. It's legal here now. Nobody cares. Even beforehand, nobody cared. Worst case, they just tell you to put it out, and then, the cops leave, you get it again, whatever. It's all good. But, I'm like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm finally going to take it. So, obviously, you can't, like, predict, when you'll need it. I mean, you sort of can, but at the same time, I've gone on dates where I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've spent $60 and I'm lucky to get a hug. And then there's times where I make a phone call, we hang out here, and giggity giggity. That's it. So you just never know. You never know for sure. So I waited till I was seeing somebody on the regular. Everything's good there. I planned out where she comes here certain time. She's very punctual. So I'm like, okay, I'll take it like a half hour before she comes. Not actually before she comes. Well, I mean, it depends how good I am. The point is, that was douchey. I'm sorry, but again, you try to time it out, whatever, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll take one, and so I got a thing where I'm just laying in bed, as most fat guys do. And she'll come in after the door open, whole little thing there, she, it's cool, lovely woman. So yeah, we go at it there. It definitely felt harder. I'll say that, and it felt like not so much it got harder quicker, but it's almost hard to explain. Let me say the word hard one more time. But it definitely worked. That's for sure. Let's just get that out of the way. It absolutely works. So, and again, I have no problems getting an erection. I mean, yes, there are days where, I feel like Robert De Niro in Analyze This, where, if I have a bit of a heavy meal, I can't give him, my best game, but, it is what it is, that's what I'm saying, we have our thing, and then afterwards, we'll go out get some needs, And a lot of women don't like that because they think, oh, you just want sex and whatever. It's like, no, it's more of a convenience for me and you. So, but we'll get into that another time. The point is, it absolutely works, for sure. Everything, I took it about a half hour before, give or take, it works. It kicked in beautifully. So then afterwards, we're just chilling there. She, just rolls on her side there. She has her beautiful ass, facing me there, which is awesome. I know the move, but here's the weird thing, ladies and gentlemen. So usually when you have sex, you're a guy, your shit, starts to go down. It didn't go down. It stood up, and it's weird because you're not used to that. You're used to just coming and slowly, it's like a jack, just, it'll, that's it, just, it'll level out. But yeah, it stayed hard. And, here's the real weird thing. So, she's got her back towards me, beautiful ass. I'm laying there on my back, basking in the glow. That is this magical pill. And, it's still hard. And my dick did the weirdest thing. At one point, I swear to you, I'm not, we were smoking a bit of weed. Well, I was. She got a contact, whatever. But, so maybe it was that. But at one point, she, again, is just laying there. I'm just chilling. And my penis is still hard. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this is no bullshit. I'm pretty sure that my head of my penis turned around and faced me. And it spoke to me. It said, hey. And I said, hey. How you doing? I'm good. How are you? And then I was... I was in conversation with my penis. I was, it was like Tommy Lee and Pam and Tom. I was just going back and forth there. I'm starting to think it's a Greek thing, but I'm just talking to him, and he's basically just telling me, look, man, I'm going to be here for at least a few more hours. You see that ass. Again, maybe it's a Greek thing, with the ass and all that. It's we'll get into that in another podcast, but he's right. He's looking at me, and I'm like, yeah, it's true. Yeah, you're only gonna be here for a few hours. We should enjoy this, And he's like, yeah. So what the fuck are you waiting for? I said, I don't know. get to it. Okay. It actually rang the bell. Like that, I swear, it wasn't me. It was my actual dick. I mean, that's how firm it was. So yeah, was it a great time? Absolutely. Yeah, I know exactly what Mr. Rudd was talking about. It enhances it. You know, it just makes it that much better. I don't know if it made it bigger. I mean, it was still the same size, but yeah, it was absolutely an enjoyable time. And yeah, like I said, I had 2 pills, you know, hole in one or 2. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it again. But I did something different this time. I actually took only half a pill the next time I took it. So, and it still worked. It still worked fine. I don't think it worked as well or as long. So my recommendation is take a whole pill, because I know a lot of people are probably thinking that too. Like, you know, a lot of you freaks out there probably want to grind it and snort it. That's your fucked up life. But, you know, if you're gonna do it right, take a whole pill. So that's something I can definitely recommend, and it works. It works. It actually works. So it's pretty crazy, guys. And then yeah, I was like, you know what? And then a while later, I was like, you know what? Let me try this again. You know, but I'm only gonna try it when, you know, like I need it. Like, let me give it some time or whatever, and I'll try it once in a blue moon or whatever, you know. And I talked to my doctor because he didn't know I took it the first time. God bless him. He's a good guy. But anyways, he's always there for me. So great assistants too they have there too. I just want to give him a shout out. Yeah. So I asked him, like, and again, very subtle, you know, we were just there shooting the shit, whatever, you know, I'm doing some movie references, whatever. And I said, hey doc, do you ever get free Viagra? You know, and, you know, like very subtle. And I'm like, okay, cool. You know, he does, you know, like, cause, you know, I didn't know that. And like he said, whenever it comes in again, I'll give you a pack. And it was funny too, because at one point he was like looking where I took it, and he's like, yeah, I seem to have run out here. I don't seem to have any more. I don't know. They give me free samples, but they only give me so many. And that's a very good impersonation of him. But you know, like I'm putting in the background laughing. And but anyways, yeah. So then he eventually got another pack, and yeah, he gave it to me. And I was in the area. I picked it up, and it was so funny too, because like, first of all, they just have like a very open office there. Like no one else was there except for him and you know, his assistant. And like they didn't even bother to like wrap up the package, like just put it in a bag or something, not like make it that obvious. They literally just handed it to me. It had like a Post-it note on it, like with my name on it. Like they didn't give a fuck. And like I'm just there. I'm trying to like again play dumb. I'm just like, okay, so this won't affect my heart or you know, like it's what a life. But anyways, so yeah, I mean I can't show it, but as you can hear, yeah, it's I got 2 more pills. So yeah, I mean, who knows when I'm gonna take them. I mean, my birthday's coming up, so maybe I'll have some fun there. But what was it, expire 05, 2025. Oh, lots of time. Lots of time. Look at this guy. No, sorry, I was looking at the guy on the mountain here. King of the world. Also, you know, what's one thing I gotta say is, it's funny, they have a reflector sticker on here that has like, it shows 2 locks and they're like connected together. I don't know what the fuck that means, but yeah, I mean, it will absolutely make you hard as a lock. Yeah, absolutely. Or at least the metal that's made of. Yeah, guys, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to, you know, make this podcast because, you know, you gotta talk about certain subjects that you don't want to talk about. And like, I'm not saying I didn't want to talk about this, but I know a lot of people, I mean, I got nothing to lose at this point. Like 2 people listen, but yeah, you know, we shouldn't be afraid to talk about this. And I don't know, according to what I just read, I mean, I don't know, fucking kids aren't even, like whatever, 15 to 20, it seems like. They just want to get the Viagra and fucking go nuts. And I don't know, they think their dick will just become fucking Johnsons and, go nuts. But yeah, hey, man. Again, all I'm saying is this, just as a disclaimer, because I don't get sued either, see a doctor before taking Viagra, okay? It's that simple, okay? I am not a doctor by any means. I can't spell MD. Just, do your research and find out what the fuck you got to do in order to take this. But, yeah, I mean, I had a good time. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's cool, man, but again, again, it's all in your head. Like, if you think you need this shit and if you're already getting boners and you don't need it, you know what I mean? Like, it's for people that can't get it up anymore and don't wake up with a boner. And like, do you ever wake up in the morning and you get a boner and you gotta fucking take a piss? Like, you know how much of a pain in the ass that is? I mean, you see, that's a good problem. You know what I mean? Like, if you have that problem, then you're fine. You know what I mean? Like, I get that. Sometimes I take a piss and then I get the boner after. Like, fuck, I don't know. My body's all over the place, whatever. But, it's still awesome. I love it. Sorry, I was just thinking of something. The point is, does Viagra cause memory loss too? I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was. Yeah, I got nothing. But anyways, but if you want something, okay, and if you want something to really, kick your dick in the second gear, and you can't get it up anymore, and you did the research, you know exactly what the fuck you got to do to get your penis big, Worst case scenario, there's one magic pill that'll make it all better. And that pill is called Viagra.